Hello and welcome to New Fast Food. We've got a lot of fast food news today, including a bunch of new items just released at Burger King. Carl's Jr and Hardee's released different new items, plus find out how to get free delivery from Wendys. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Plus you'll also want to hit that notification button, so therefore you'll always be notified when I release new videos. With that, let's get started. And we did in fact get a bunch of new items recently released from Burger King. We're going to start off with the burger, then we're going to go into the new flavor of chicken fries, and then we're going to wind up with the new dessert. So first of all, the new burger they released this week is called the Bacon and Swiss Sourdough King. And now if you're a regular viewer of this channel, you know that I previously already talked about the Bacon and Swiss Sourdough King back when it was in the testing phase. You can go back and watch that video here. So make sure you're tuning into every single episode of New Fast Food so you can find out about these new items weeks and months before they're released nationwide while they're still in the testing phase. But anyways, they've released the Bacon and Swiss Sourdough King nationwide. This one is pretty much a ripoff of the Hardee's Frisco burger. And you know, we talk a lot about on this channel about Burger King ripping off other fast food restaurants, as this new Bacon and Swiss Sourdough King is almost identical to the Frisco burger at Hardee's. And if you're not familiar, the Frisco burger is basically the signature burger at Hardee's. Carl's Jr has the Western Bacon Cheeseburger, which is sort of exclusive to Carl's Jr, and Hardee's has the Frisco burger, which is exclusive to that chain. But now you can basically get a Frisco burger nationwide from any Burger King restaurant. There's a little bit of a difference here. The Sourdough King version has bacon mayo, whereas the Frisco burger has onion mayo. So a little bit of a change from onion mayo to bacon mayo, but I don't think you'll notice too much of a difference. Another thing is that I want to point out again that Burger King is continuing their strategy of marketing the double version of their burgers as the standard size. So if you want the single version of the Bacon and Swiss Sourdough King, you'll have to ask for it specially. If you just order a Bacon and Swiss Sourdough King, it comes with the double. I've talked about that in the past as well. It's sort of a mind trick that they do to get more people to order the double version. It must be working out for them. They continue to do it. I'm sure they're selling a lot more double burgers than they used to. And as long as they continue to sell more higher priced burgers using that strategy, I think they'll continue to use it. It'll be interesting to see if any other fast food restaurants start using that strategy as well, as I'm sure they've noticed this is what Burger King is doing, and I'm sure they know why they're doing it. So it'll be interesting to see if anybody else starts using that strategy in their own restaurants. I'm not going to spend too much more time on this burger because again, I already talked about it in the past. I am excited to go out and try it because I live on the West Coast. I don't have any Hardee's around me. I don't think I've ever had a Frisco burger, so I would like to try this new Bacon and Swiss Sourdough King. All right, let's move on from that onto the new pretzel chicken fries. Chicken fries have been around for almost 10 years now. I think about 9 years chicken fries have been around, and Burger King keeps on coming out with new flavors of them. In fact, recently they've been coming out with more and more flavors. This latest one is pretzel, so it's not really pretzel flavored, but it's got little bits of pretzel coated in the batter on the outside of it. This is an interesting take on it. I like that it's a little bit more unique than some of the more recent ones. A lot of their chicken fry flavors are just some version of it being spicy. They had like a jalapeno one and a buffalo one, and I think just even a regular spicy one. So it's nice to see that they're kind of coming out with more unique flavors of these. I'm not a huge fan of pretzels in general, so this is not something that really appeals to me. But I know that pretzels are very popular, so this has the potential to be a very popular chicken fry flavor. I'm also not really a fan of the chicken fries in general. I actually prefer just the regular chicken nuggets from Burger King as opposed to the chicken fries. I think the main reason is I think that they just come off as overpriced to me. You can get 9 of these pretzel chicken fries for $3.29. I mean, you might think, 9 for $3, that sounds pretty good. But if you divide that out, that's really 3 for $1. Basically, I'm rounding down. 3 for $1.10. It's really 3 for $1, and would 3 chicken nuggets for $1 be good? I don't think so. I don't think there's a whole lot more chicken in a chicken fry than a chicken nugget. I think they're probably about the same. So I've always thought the chicken fries are a little bit overpriced, but one thing that I can say is that they've kept the price consistent. So way back in 2009 when they were released, it was $9 for $3.29, and here we are 9 years later, and they're the same price. So at least the price isn't going up, but the price was already high to begin with. So I can't credit them too much for that. So these are the pretzel chicken fries. They're available now at Burger King. Also available now at Burger King is a new Salted Caramel Milkshake. So this flavor kind of goes along with the pretzel chicken fries because it's got bits of pretzel, bits of chocolate ground up into this milkshake, along with some caramel syrup, or salted caramel syrup, I should say. So it actually has a pretty robust amount of things that are in this milkshake. Now, you may be saying, Brian, there's other fast food restaurants that have salted caramel milkshakes as well. Burger King is ripping off this one too. Well, I'm going to give them a pass on this one because salted caramel is sort of a common flavor that's out there. There's a lot of things that come in a salted caramel flavor. I don't think that coming out with a salted caramel milkshake is directly ripping off any one competitor in general. So I'm going to give them a pass on this salted caramel milkshake. So there you go. All three of these items just released this week at Burger King: the Bacon and Swiss Sourdough King, the Pretzel Chicken Fries, and the Salted Caramel Milkshake. It's been a big week at Burger King. Next up, I've gotten word of some new items being released at McDonald's later this month. I don't have a firm date yet for these items, but I do know they'll be coming later, sometime in June. And this is really exciting if you're a big coffee drinker, because McDonald's is going to start offering cold brewed coffee. And now myself, I'm not really a coffee drinker. I don't think I've ever even tried cold brewed coffee, but I know that it is very popular amongst people who are coffee fans. So if that's you, I'll be happy to know that McDonald's will start offering cold brewed coffee later this month. It's going to be promoted in two different variations. First up, the Cold Brew Frappe, and also the Cold Brew Frozen Coffee. So the Cold Brew Frappe, that's, I'm sure you can imagine what that one's going to be like. But this Cold Brew Frozen Coffee, this is something new for McDonald's. They normally, of course, they have iced coffee drinks before, but I can't recall, unless I'm forgetting, I can't recall them ever having a frozen coffee. I mean, what this frozen coffee is, it looks like a blended coffee. So they're taking the cold brew coffee, they're taking the ice, they're throwing it in a blender and blending it up, because you can see the texture. You see the texture in this picture is more of a slushy than it is an iced coffee. So I don't know if frozen coffee drinks like this are very popular. I don't really hear them talked about a lot. So, but I think that it is very interesting. And of course, I like Slurpees and slushies and stuff like that. So if I were a coffee drinker, I would probably be excited about this. So again, that's cold brewed coffee coming to McDonald's later this month. I'll be sure to keep you updated if in fact I hear of a solid release date. All right, I'm really excited about this next story. I've been talking about this for months and months, and this has to do with the brand split between Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. I remember they sort of announced back in March that they were going to be splitting up the brands. At that time, they only said that they were going to be splitting up the advertising, having different commercials for Hardee's than they were going to be having for Carl's Jr. Then we started to hear some rumblings, in particular, an interview with the CEO saying that they were going to have different promotional items for Carl's Jr. than they were going to have for Hardee's. And that was very interesting because I can't remember the last time that Hardee's and Carl's Jr. had different promotional items. So I was very excited for this last promotional period, but they ended up getting the same items again. They both had the Memphis Barbecue Thickburger and the Jolly Rancher Milkshake. But now, as we move into this next promotional period for Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, they both have different promotional items. So actually, each chain has a different featured promotional item, and they also have a different featured promotional deal or combo or whatever you want to call it. So first, let's start with Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. is bringing back the El Diablo Thickburger. This is one of my favorite variants of the Thickburgers. It's I love spicy food, and this one is about as spicy as it gets at Carl's Jr. The El Diablo Thickburger's got jalapeno poppers, sliced jalapenos, pepper jack cheese, habanero sauce, and bacon. So this one, I don't know what else they could put on it to make it spicier. This is a very spicy burger. So I'm excited for the return of that. And then over at Hardee's, their promotional item is actually a brand new item. This is their new hot chicken sandwich. So this comes with their premium chicken fillet. It's not the spicy chicken patty, but the actual premium chicken fillet. They put a barrel aged hot sauce on it, which actually looks really tasty. If you look at this photo here, that sauce looks, I mean, the texture of it looks like it's very peppery. Looks really good. And it comes on sourdough, so I love sourdough bread too. So this, you know, I was so excited for Carl's Jr. and Hardee's to have different promotional items, and now they finally do. And now it's a big disappointment that I live nowhere near a Hardee's, and I really want to try this hot chicken sandwich. Fortunately for me, though, I have a little bit of a trip planned later this month where I am going to be visiting into Hardee's territory. So I definitely will be sure to try this hot chicken sandwich while I'm there. And then that's not all that. So there's they also have different featured deals, and this actually I think does more to demonstrate the separation between Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. So at Carl's Jr. they're bringing back the $4.99 classic California Classic combo. So what that is the California Classic, which is basically their rip-off version of the In-N-Out Double Double. It's got all the same ingredients as a Double Double would, so it's the Carl's Jr. rip-off of the In-N-Out Double Double. They call it the California Classic, and you can get that burger plus fries and a drink, so in a combo for $4.99, and that's actually a really good deal. I'm glad that they are returning that. And I think that that does a great job of kind of showcasing where Carl's Jr. is located. They're pretty much mostly on the West Coast. I know they just recently opened up some restaurants in New York, but for the most part, they're on the West Coast or the western side of America. And of course, so In-N-Out Burger. So they're really doing a lot to cater to people who like In-N-Out Burger, likely are gonna gravitate towards this California Classic combo as well. Meanwhile, Hardee's their featured promotion is a 2 for $4 breakfast sandwich. And you may remember we talked about the differences between Carl's Jr. and Hardee's a while back. And one of the big differences was that Hardee's does a huge amount of their business during breakfast hours. I think they do like 47% of their business during breakfast, which is just amazing, because that means that between lunch, they do almost half their business at breakfast, and then the other half is split between lunch, dinner, late night, all the other time periods. So breakfast is a huge part of Hardee's business, and I mentioned at the time, I think that if they're going to be doing different promotions, they definitely should be running some breakfast promotions at Hardee's. I think that they must know this as well. So they have this 2 for $4 breakfast sandwich promotion. What's cool about it, so it includes their breakfast Frisco sandwich plus 2 biscuit sandwiches, and of course Hardee's makes their biscuits from scratch, and the Frisco breakfast sandwich has sourdough. So those are really good options to have available in the 2 for $4 deal. I'm very happy to see this finally materialize, because I was a little worried. Not that I'm happy that I can't get the hot chicken sandwich near me, but I am happy at least that Carl's Jr. and Hardee's are following through with the things they've been saying, and then it's not just all kind of hype and promotion. This is actually a meaningful brand split, that they have different items available at each restaurant. Okay, before we move on, I've got a little bit of an update for you. I talked about in my last video how Jack in the Box was promoting this Spicy Chicken Club combo, but in the commercials they didn't mention the price for it. We did get more of an official word that the $4.99 price is the nationwide price, so expect that if you go to Jack in the Box, now you can get this Spicy Chicken Club combo for $4.99, and I talked about in my last video, that's an incredible deal considering you get basically an identical sandwich from Burger King for $5.29. You get that same sandwich at Jack in the Box for $4.99, and it comes with fries and a drink. That's a bang up deal. Make sure to run out and grab that while it's available. All right, now earlier this year, Wendys announced that their official delivery partner was going to be DoorDash, but they haven't really done anything to promote that through their commercials at least. But now in their most recent commercial for their new item, which is called the Wendys Berry Blast Salad, it's not a completely new item, I'll get to that in a minute, but their promotion around this new salad is that when you order a Berry Blast salad and have it delivered by DoorDash, DoorDash will waive the delivery fee for your entire Wendys order. So all you have to do is ring up your whole Wendys order, add a berry blast salad to it, and then they'll waive the delivery fee. So I think that's pretty cool. That's a great way to get people to try the delivery, is to say you get free delivery with a particular item. This new salad from Wendys is not entirely new, and they've been offering it for again, something else that's been around for almost 10 years, but they did change the name. So in the past they've called it the Berry Almond Chicken Salad, or there's just the Summer Berry Chicken Salad. So the new name for it is Wendys Berry Blast Salad. I probably shouldn't say that it's exactly the same as those old ones. There may be a little bit of a difference, but for the most part, this new Berry Blast Salad is very similar to other salads that Wendys has had in the past. Add it to your next DoorDash order and you'll get free delivery. And I'm going to leave you with this. This is something that Taco Bell is testing at a couple of their Cantina locations. So they're not testing it in regular Taco Bell stores. They're testing it in their more upscale Cantina locations. Of course, those locations already serve alcohol, so that aspect of it is not unique. But this is something new that they're testing. It's Frosé, which of course is frozen rosé. So rosé is a pretty popular champagne variety, and now you can get its frozen version from Taco Bell Cantina. The two places this is available at is in Newport Beach and Chicago. One interesting thing is that in Newport Beach in California, they're charging $8 for it, whereas in Chicago, Illinois, it's only $5.50. So I'm not sure why that is. Are drinks, are alcoholic drinks in Chicago really that cheap? I mean, $8 I'd say is a pretty standard price for a cocktail. Not a real fancy cocktail, but a normal cocktail in California. I'd say that's about an average price. Are they really only about $5.50 in Chicago? If that's true, I need to head out to Chicago for some cocktails. So let me know, are cocktails really that much cheaper in Chicago, or is this some kind of supply issue where Taco Bell can make them a lot cheaper in Chicago than they can in California? I don't know, let me know. And one more thing about Taco Bell, of course, the Golden State Warriors beat the Cavaliers on Wednesday. They were the road team, so the road team stole a game, so now all of America gets to steal a taco. This is basically, since Taco Bell started this promotion, the Warriors have been the team to earn the free taco for America every year, and the Cavaliers have always been the team to let them do that. So, well, of course, that will change. The Cavaliers probably won't be in the finals next year if LeBron James ends up moving on to greener pastures. Now, the free taco is a Doritos Locos taco. You'll be able to pick it up on June 13th between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. your local time. So, put that on your calendar. Make sure not to miss that. Free taco on June 13th. But that's enough out of me. Now it's up to you to continue the conversation down below. I want to know, what is your favorite flavor for chicken fries? We have these new pretzel chicken fries that were just released, but of course there's been many other variants of them. I want to know which flavor is most popular with you, my fast food foodies and drive-thru cuties. Thank you very much for tuning in today. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. I talk about fun stuff like this twice a week. I release new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and you can watch more right now.